I want to show you how to wrap legs with polos today. I have my helmet on just for safety. Horses could spook. I think you can hear I have a shoer in the bay behind me. So it's just safe to make sure that your head is protected whenever you're going to be around the horses. When I'm wrapping, I want to double check that the horse's legs don't have any new lumps, bumps, swelling, heat, cuts, blood. Just want to really run my hands over their legs and just make sure that there's nothing new, no heat, nothing showing up. A lot of times you can catch things before they get bad if you just do a little safety check on their legs. So with the polo, I want to have the bulk of the material away from the horse, and the piece we're unraveling is going to be next to the horse. This just helps it roll more easily. The front half of the leg is all bone, and the back half of the leg is tendons and ligaments. So we want to have the seam of the wrap start up on the bone and not on the tendons or ligaments. And I'm just going to show you the most simple way. So I'm going to start at the top of the leg, right under the knee, and I'm just going to put just equal, just steady laying it down on the top of the leg, not quite making a complete circle. We always want to have it spiral and never make a full 360 around the leg at the same height, because then it can act a little like a tourniquet. So after I get that first roll on, I'm going to anchor the wrap on the inside. I'm going to give just a little pull across the front and lay it gently across the back. And that's where I just kind of unroll. And then I anchor again on the inside, gentle pull across the front, roll along the back. So I'm going to continue that around until I get down to the fetlock. So you can handle the fetlock in a couple of different ways. I go underneath the ergot, and then I come back up the front, and that makes a little V in the front. If I can get it to zoom out. There we go. So that gives you a little V in the front. And then I roll back down one more time, just a little above that one, and then I slowly bring myself back up. Little pull across the front, gentle across the back. Little pull across the front, gentle across the back. So in the perfect world, our Velcro ends at the top of the leg. You'll get to know the length of your horse's cannon bones and where your Velcro is going to end. And so I have some horses that it's one extra roll at the bottom around the ergot if they have really, really short cannon bones. Horses with a longer cannon bone, I may start just the tiniest bit lower on the leg. So we want to make sure that it's equal pressure, that you're the same tightness at the top as you are at the bottom. A too loose polo could slide and damage the leg. Unevenly wrapped polo can cause pressure points, and a polo that is too tight could certainly bow a tendon. So check and make sure maybe a few minutes into your walking at the beginning of your workout that everything has stayed in place. And just practice. I mean, that looked pretty easy how I did it. I've been putting polos on a long time. So good luck, everyone. If you want to send me a video of you putting on polos and get some help, just put a comment down in the chat, and I'm more than happy to help you. Happy riding, everyone. So now that I've finished my ride with my horse, I'm removing the polo. You'll see mine has stayed in place. It hasn't moved at all. This horse has been in the arena for 50 minutes and then did a little farm walk. So a little trick I have is when I undo the Velcro, I immediately take the end of my Velcro tab and hook it back to itself. So I find by doing that, when I wash these, I don't get a lot of fabric stuck into the Velcro, and then I just quickly just spin them off. So then I'll wash these, and then I will roll them up. So let me show you how I'll roll up a polo. So when rolling my polos, a little trick is if you take one end and secure it to something, I just tie it onto my bookcase here. You can get a little bit of stretch on it, so it's a little bit easier to roll. We're going to roll toward the Velcro, and I have already Velcroed the end to each other. We'll say that I've washed these. And then I'm just going to put a little tension on it and start rolling toward the Velcro. And I like my polos rolled up pretty snug because it's easier to hold in my hand. If they're really loose when you roll them up, for me, and I have really big hands. I wear size 9 gloves, and I'm only 5'2", so big hands. And I like my polos rolled up really tight so that I have less to manage in my hand. So when I get these all done, they're pretty small. I can fit them in my big hands. So someone with small hands, if these are loose, they're going to be really hard to hold. And then a little trick for securing them, so if you drop them, they don't unravel all over the place. I put my finger in a couple of rolls back, stick my finger in there, and then I take the opposite corner of the end of the polo and I just tuck it into that spot, and then if this polo drops on the ground, it's going to stay contained. There's a little trick you can do with 2 of them that you put together, and you do that same thing, so you secure them to each other. That's also a nice little trick. 4 polos fit in a gallon-size Ziploc bag very easily, so I just put all of mine into a gallon Ziploc, and that's how they stay nice and clean and tidy. Happy riding, everyone.